Welcome back to the Six Figure Mastermind. Today we're talking body language, specifically what eye emotions mean in body language. Stay tuned. Eyes are the windows to the soul. You've heard that over and over, but there's a lot of truth to it. You can tell a lot about the person in front of you just by their eye movements. I'm going to give you a few of things to look for when you're having that conversation. Could be a sales conversation, could be a joint venture conversation, could be just a conversation with a colleague. But watch for these cues and respond accordingly. First cue, the contempt eye roll. Watch for this. You know what that means. You can feel it right off the bat, right? Eye rolling is a sign of contempt, meaning that they usually think that their idea is better than yours, or whatever they're thinking of is better than what you're thinking of. It indicates a loss of patience, indicates frustration. So when you see an eye roll, that's an indicator of contempt. When you see someone across from you and they are squinting, they're usually evaluating what you just said. And there's multiple ways to squint, especially if they're squinting and looking away. That means they're evaluating and they're thinking about what you just said. If you see that happening, give yourself permission to just slow down for a minute and let them chew on whatever information you gave them. Let them process that for a minute because they're evaluating and connecting the dots in their own mind, especially if they're squinting and looking away. There's also a different kind of squinting, and this one comes with kind of a head cock to the side. The squinting with the eyes focused on you and a little bit of a head turn can indicate doubt. So if you see someone squinting and turning their head to the side, usually they're not believing what you're telling them. Sometimes a little bit of clarification on your part can take care of that, no problem. But if you see that, know that they're having a hard time believing what you're telling them. So be prepared to offer additional information or an additional explanation. Sometimes when you're having a conversation with someone, you will find that they will block or shield their eyes. They'll either close them really tight, they'll put their hands over them, or they will look away and create a barrier around their eyes. When that happens, they are blocking something from their view. There's something they don't want to hear, there's something they don't want to see, there's something they don't want as part of their reality. And when that happens, their subconscious is saying, block it out. We don't want to even process this information. We don't want to know about it. We don't want to see about it. We don't want to hear anything. We just wish it wasn't here. And a lot of people do this in frustration. When they find out a piece of frustrating news, you'll see this head in the hands, head down, blocking the eyes. They're trying to tune something out. And if you see that happening when you're having a conversation with someone, it's a good time to pause and just give them a moment to process. Ask some clarifying questions and reestablish that connection through the blockade. When you're having a conversation with either a client or a joint venture partner and you see them, they're smiling but it's not reaching their eyes, there's a disconnect there. There's a big difference between a fake smile and a real smile. A fake smile will happen from the nose down and it won't touch the eyes, okay? That's a disingenuous smile. When you have a real smile, the smile will reach up to the eyes and create these little pockets right here. Their bottom eyelids will come up a little bit. Sometimes you'll even see crow's feet around the sides of their eyes, and there's just a little bit of an extra sparkle in their eyes. That's when you know whatever they're smiling about is a genuine connection. It's a genuine, real smile. When you see that bleed all the way up into their eyes. Now watch for these signs, and I'm going to encourage you to even talk to yourself in the mirror. Watch your eyes as you're communicating any topic or idea, especially when you're doing a sales pitch. When you're doing a sales pitch, your eyes can be a giveaway. And if you don't believe what you're saying, guess what? Your client or your potential client's not going to believe you either. So again, practice this in the mirror and use this information wisely. When people have this information, the tendency is to want to use it to manipulate. You're not allowed to do that. That's a no answer. This information is only to help you communicate better with another human being, because most of the words that people are thinking don't come out their mouths. They come out through their body language. So tell me what else you want to know when it comes to body language and business. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow.